Buongiorno, ciao a tutti, sono Jacques Du Toit, tallonatore delle Zebre. Arriving in Parma was definitely an interesting experience because we moved here from a cold South Africa to a very warm Parma. It was about 40 degrees, very hot, and obviously I came with my 3-year-old son and my 38-week pregnant wife. So fair to say she was not comfortable in the heat. We've settled quite nicely. Luckily, we've had great help from the club. Guys like Tommy and Jenky, they've helped us. They helped us a lot, and everything is sorted now, and we're settled and we're happy. So spare time, we like to go to Parco do Cal. My wife likes walking, and it's a place where we can let William drive on his scooter and go crazy, take some balls with to throw around and kick around, and there's a nice cafe in the middle for some brioches, not for me of course, but for the family. Settling in the team has been relatively easy. Zebre signed a lot of new players, and a few of them I've known from playing with them or against them. So it was nice seeing some friendly faces, and also Coach David Williams I also worked with. But other than that, the Italian boys have really been welcoming and friendly and accepting. So it was never difficult to be a part of the group. If I had to summarize my rugby experience until now, I think every club that I've played at has taught me new things. Every coach that I've played under has taught me new things. One of my beliefs is that I can learn something from everyone, even if it's how not to do things. I'm not saying anything bad, but I try and learn something wherever I go, and I believe that that's why I'm here now at Zebre. I can use wherever I've been in the past and experiences I've had, and I can use that, and if it's even to help one young player, that'll be enough, and that'll be a good contribution for me. Playing my first Super Rugby game it was very special. I was very excited, and I remember I was coming off the bench, still a young player, naive. I think I'm the best. I think I'm strong, and I remember my scrum coach Don Heman. He told me, watch out for Augustin Creevy, which was the hooker that was playing for the Jaguares, who's now playing for London Irish, and he said, watch out, this guy can scrum. And I'm just young and naive, and I'm saying, yeah, don't worry about it, guys, don't worry, I'll get him. And my first scrum I had against him, I could just feel like he was sending me down into the ground, and I thought, okay, this is what Super Rugby is like. I'm not gonna just make it on emotion. I need to step up my game, and from there on I played a few games. Before going to Bath, I think I expected every game to be hard and to be at a high level, which also motivated me as a player to sort of go out every game. We have a chance of beating every team, I think I've learned a lot from that experience about how to keep myself calm in big pressure moments. So my first game for Bath was against Zebre in the Europe Challenge Cup. We were sat in the hotel eating the pre-match meal, and we were sat around the table. I'd been at Bath for a few weeks, just waiting for my opportunity. And I remember sitting at the table with a few of the guys, and I say, how cool would it be, you make your debut off the bench and you score a winning try. And I remember I wouldn't say it was a winning try, but it was the last minute of the game. I was on for a line out, and it was a maul, so I didn't really do much. The forwards did all the work for me, but I got the try, and we won that game by a few points. It was a close game, but yeah, so it's good memories. So what drove my decision to come to Zebre is I think if you look at my whole rugby career is I don't know if it's my choice, but it looks like I always end up at a team where we're trying to build something new and trying to build on performances, and now coming to Zebre with David Williams coming in, a new style that we want to play, and a new group project to go from bottom of the log to start winning and start getting into competition draws and start playing for putting ourselves in a position to win trophies. My first few months at the club, it's been frustrating in a sense of we haven't got the performance or the wins that we wanted to have, but in some cases it's been really encouraging because we've seen how well we can play. I think of our games, there's probably four of those games which we should have won, and we're really close. And I think that's what's the frustrating part, is we're that close, but we're not there yet. I didn't expect to be put in a leaders group, but I always wanted to give my contribution, whether that is in a leaders role or not. It's always important. Coach Fabio always says everyone should contribute. If everyone's not contributing, we can't put winning performances on the field. So I think being involved in a leadership group and being appointed as captain for the Dragons game is a nice bonus. It's a cherry on the cake. For younger players, I would say they have to keep the focus on who they are and not what they do. Because rugby is what we do, but ultimately it's not who we are. Who I am is I'm a husband and I'm a father to my children. And at the end of the day, if that is my focus, then I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself on the rugby, because if I put too much pressure, then I play badly. Whereas if I just focus on who I am and what makes me happy outside of rugby, that's when the pressure comes off, and that's when I enjoy being on the field and playing well. I have a degree in business law. I will definitely not pursue a career in law. I've developed a great passion for coffee and the coffee industry, and my passion for the coffee started when I was still playing Super Rugby for the Cheetahs, and one of my friends, I was still drinking coffee with 2 sugars, and he told me, "You're not tasting the coffee like it should taste," and that intrigued me. And I think when the first wave of COVID started in 2019, that's when I really started to study and see what it's all about, like how making espresso, what goes into it, how it should be made, how it should taste. And it's all I think it's a lot like rugby. It's sort of a skill, and as rugby players, we're addicted to improve and improve ourselves, and that's just it's a hobby of mine now, where it's another routine which that centers me, and it makes me want to improve there, and it makes me want to improve at the rugby. So it's just a constant improvement. My favorite type of coffee is a milk-based coffee drink. It's called a flat white, which is basically a cappuccino but with less foam.